Welcome back to another episode of Most Myself for Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and happy 2024. Boy, time she is a-flying. So if you're following the channel over the break, we went on a mech bender, played all the way through Mech Assault, in addition to having a very special Mechmas, playing lots of mech games. I was working real hard on Metal Mercs over the break, and indeed there is coming soon, if not formally announced, another update coming soon. But yeah, it's basically just been a lot of mechs over the last few weeks, and it's great. I do love mechs, but I feel like it is important to occasionally sort of have just a bit of a mental reset and like kind of get out, do some other things, you know, go outside, see a chipmunk, play a Nintendo game. And so today we're carrying forward on our 1001 quest, playing World Games. World Games is a trademark of Epix Incorporated, in case you didn't know. Oh, my controller is not set up. All right, let me fix this. I like how the music is serenading us with the sort of, you know, the epicness that is the World Games. This isn't the North American games. This is the international world arena that we're stepping onto. Now we can compete in all the events, some of the events, practice one event, see the world events, or include Travelogue. Travelogue? Is that travel log? I have no idea. What is a travelogue? Is that like a dated word that nobody like knows what it means anymore? I'm gonna compete in all the freaking events. Let's do this. Oh, we're definitely gonna be Canada. Oh, do we even get to pick? I don't know if we even get to pick. Let me just put in my name real quick. Chat. I misspelled my own name. All right. Well, that, you know, you're on a bit of a bender. We're gonna stick with Jazz. I was noticing the rub. It's so why rub? Why not just Del or back? But you know, if you make a mistake, you can rub one out and fix that real easily. We'll be Jazz, gaming Jazz, here to entertain you in 2024. I think I once called myself Gaming Ed and Jay the Game, so I have made mistakes before. I've made so many mistakes. Oh, do we have to play multiplayer here? I guess AJ will be our next dude. How about AJ is from the good old US&A? Oh my god, we're gonna play every event like 4 times, I think. How about we'll be Taz? And Taz will be France? Okay. And I'm gonna give you a Paul Rudd reference here. We'll be Tane. Oh, there should be an E there. But that's from the Tim and Eric Awesome show, I think. He did like a little computer bit there. It was hilarious. Oh my god, 5 people! How about Eli? Just thinking of like random short names. Japan. Oh god. How about Uga? I mean, we've picked every country. I kind of don't want to pick the USSR because of what Russia's doing right now. In fact, we're not going to pick them. We'll have 2 Canadians. Uga the Canadian. You know. Oh my god, more! How many people are in this thing? How about Gil? Gil can be British. Oh my god, there's more! Can we just end? How do we end this? T. Okay, this is one of them old, good 8-player, pass the controller style games. We have 8 people. Jazz, AJ, Taz, Tane, Eli, Uga, Gil. And you can tell by the end, I was just like, I don't know, just get me to the game. We have one person whose name is just a single letter. But that is correct. It kind of reminds me of like when you name your characters in Oregon Trail, and like they die of dysentery and stuff later on. Hopefully none of these weightlifters die of dysentery, but the scene for this event is Russia, home of the best Olympic weightlifters in the world. The Soviets have ruled the Iron Games since 1960, when 360-pound giant, holy crap, can I even read that name? Zabotinsky, I think I did pretty good, squashed his competition by hoisting 1,262 pounds in 3 lifts. Weightlifting is more than a test of strength. It is a sport of strategy and style. The snatch and clean jerk. Sorry, my mind's in the gutter. Require timing, skill, and determination. I love the little rotating globe. It's really just a scrolling texture, but it almost has a faux 3D feel. If they had a little distortion near the edges, it would actually be quite good. It's still, you know, if you kind of look at it in the corner of your eye, it actually does seem like it's rotating. It's a pretty cool effect, actually, for a Nintendo game. I have no idea how to do this. Hi-yo! Okay. The snatch number 1. Jay from Canada. Okay, I'm just gonna try tapping. Okay, now we have Taz from France. And he's gonna try and grab, go! No, please select a weight. Oh, you can like select as much weight as you want. Hey-o. Okay, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I guess, you know, this is gonna be one of those games where in the comments, it's like, Jay, you gotta read the instruction manual. Something. Okay, tapping. I just kind of want to figure it out, you know? Like, we have 8 guys, and I don't really care. Okay, so maybe I have to, like, hold the button? Begin lift. I feel like these games, these older games like this, were sort of like the early... See, sometimes I'm lifting it fast, sometimes slow. The controls are just so cryptic. Like, I guess for games like this, I always feel like the controls are not intuitive. Like, one thing that was really brilliant about every game that Nintendo's ever made, like Mario, Zelda, and all that, is that it is very intuitive controls. Like, there's not even a meter on the side. There's no, like, if you had an A or B button flashing, like, just tell me. Just a little hint on screen would be nice. I can't get it above his shoulder. And I'm not going to look up a manual, so just, it is what it is, people. Like, you know, just enjoy it. You can complain in the comments about how I'm supposed to actually do it. But, like all games, we're just here for a little bit of a showcase. But, where was I going with this? Controls not intuitive. Oh yeah, I feel like for a lot of these sort of like sportsy games, like California games and stuff, it's like there's just like there's like a bit of intuitiveness missing, and as a result, I mean, these games are kind of like early Rock Band games where it's like you have to press the buttons in the right order, the right timing to get things to work. But it's like to figure out that timing. It's not like Rock Band where the buttons are on the screen. And it's not even like a modern game that would give you some hints. It's just sort of like you're just on your own. I mean, you're just expected to read the manual. But imagine you rented this from a video store and this was your Saturday night and it's like, all right. Like, I can't even get... Here, how about we do this? I'm not going to press anything. No, okay, that didn't work. Okay, how about this? I'm going to try holding A. No, he drops it. Okay. Try holding A and B. No. I mean, literally, let's just reset the game and play a different event, because I feel like all the events are going to go this way, so, you know. The graphics look nice, I'll grant you. But anyway, alright, reset. 1986. Okay, let's just practice one event. So there was weightlifting. Let's try barrel jumping. Barrel jumping takes you to Germany, where skaters compete to jump over the most barrels in a single attempt. The sport started about 300 years ago in Europe, where ice skating was a common form of transportation. In their dash before takeoff, jumpers hit speeds above 40 mph. Double that and you're almost traveling through time, boys, risking painful bruises if they fail to clear the last barrel. However, barrel jumpers keep protective gear to a minimum for lighter weight and longer leaps. Alright. See, now, here's my suggestion. If this game is intuitive, you kind of tap A and B to get a good skate up, and then you press up or some of the buttons at the same time to jump. Let's see if any of that is true. Okay, you have to wiggle... Okay, you have to wiggle back and forth. Woohoo! Okay, I think I got this. You got to tap back and forth in rhythm and then hit A to jump. I like how he gives like a little thumbs up at the beginning. Okay. Hi-yo! Oh, way too... Oh, man. This is one of those games that has like a really delayed like jump animation. Not a huge fan of that. Hi-yo! Whoa! Holy shit! Oh, and he fell through the ice! That guy just leaped like 10 stories. Okay. Let's do it. Hi-yo! Oh, God! Okay, let's try one more time here. We got this. Ha! And then how do you land it? Oh, we landed it! Sweet! I don't know what I did different to land it. I sort of hit back. But anyway. We cleared 3 barrels. Alright, how do you say no? There's literally not an option for no. There it went. Okay, so that was kind of cool. Let's try cliff diving here. The cliffs of sunny Acapulco, Mexico, provide the setting for this dangerous sport. High on a cliff named the El Quebrada, the break in the rocks, courageous divers launch themselves from a craggy ledge toward the crashing surf far below. To avoid the rocks at the cliff base, divers have to jump outward 27 feet during their 118-foot descent. Diver Raul Garcia has taken the leap from La Quebrada over 35,000 times? That's impossible. Oh, I think I've seen this. I feel like I've like seen this image in a game before. Contestant, press your button. Hey-oh! Oh, don't belly flop, dude! No, you're too close to the rocks! Oh! He's dead. How did he survive that? Fault! Okay. Select level. Oh, you can like dive from the very top or not. Yeah! Okay, I don't know how to... I'm trying to tap buttons and stuff. That little pelican's just watching us. Hey-oh! Oh! Hey, I want to try a belly flop from like 100 feet up. Ah! Whee! Oh, here, this is gonna be painful. Oh! Oh, he didn't even swim up, he died. I like how they're showing that he's swimming to the top, but he's clearly dying in every single one of these. Okay. Okay, so A seems to be the button to jump. Tapping it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm gonna try holding it. Okay, and then I think... Oof. I think the best you can do... I have no idea. I don't know how you actually get, like, far out. But I think the best you can do is just sort of, like, stay like this so that you float away from the cliff, and then... Oh, go into it. Oh, I was able to actually move away with the arrow pads when my belly was out. Let's try this again. Hey-oh! Okay, so you float out, and then you go in. Boom! 16 points! I don't know what the maximum is. Let's try it one more time. Go, 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 go! As soon as you, like, go down, 31 points. As soon as you, like, go head down, it kind of sucks you towards the cliff. It's interesting. It seems so dangerous. That's crazy. Alright, I don't want to try that one again. Let's try a different event. Let's try Slalom. The setting for this event is Chamonix, France, where the first Winter Olympics took place in 1924. Skiing originated in Norway thousands of years ago. That's actually interesting. I don't think I knew that. Ski racing dates from the earliest days of skiing in Norway, and modern slalom racing probably evolved from old traditional Nordic obstacle races. Slalom courses are designed as a test of reflexes, agility, precision, and control. Of course, speed is vital, but skiers rarely exceed 25 mph. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. Okay, this one looks the most like a game so far compared to all the others. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna miss that one. Oh, I'm gonna miss that one. And whoa. See, this one is actually like pretty intuitive to figure out. Oh! You can wipe out, huh? That's cool. Try it again. I mean, this one is hard, but it's like at least I sort of like understand what I'm supposed to do. Like I feel like that's my whole thing. Is like I don't care if a game is like hard, but if it's like cryptic, that's when I sort of like lose interest personally. Oh, we're gonna miss that one. All right, we're missing that. We're missing a few. Ting ting. Oh god, face first in that one. I just kind of want to make it to the bottom, actually. Like, as long as the game's not cryptic, I'll give it a shot, you know? And my complaining will be minimal. Oh, God. I feel like you probably just have to, like, memorize exactly when to turn. Oh, and how much. So, my only complaint with, not complaint, but my only, like, issue I could see with, like, this mode is, like, once you have learned all the different route, then it sort of seems like it would get boring every time. Like there wouldn't be a lot to like you'd know the perfect route to get through, and it would seem like, whoa, I'm gonna skip that one. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one because we're gonna just hit the pole if we go for it. Oh god, I'm gonna skip both of those. Hey, we did it! Yeah! We missed 6, but that's pretty cool. Okay, we'll try a different one now. Yeah, so my only thing with that is I bet that's the only course, and I mean, you know, in an old NES game, it's kind of all you can ask for to have like one course, but it would be cool if that hill was procedurally generated, because procedural generation for maps is actually pretty memory efficient. So if you designed an algorithm that made a slalom course, then you could just seed the course. You could say, okay, with a random seed the random number generator with the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, and just create all sorts of different courses. And then what you could do is just like figure out like 5 easy ones, 5 medium, 5 hard, and you could give people, you know, those different seeds to like play the different games. This is very technical, but what I'm saying is you could have, even in a very memory limited capacity NES game, I bet you could have squeezed in like a procedural generator to create a slalom course and have infinite slaloms, but that is just a guess. I'm not 100% sure if they could have squeezed that, and maybe they were very tight on memory. Maybe I'm being overly optimistic here. Log rolling brings a visit to Canada. Woohoo! It's all we do in Canada is tussle with logs. Where 2 lumberjacks try to dislodge each other from a large floating log. That's called the Prime Minister and the Secretary General. Those are the 2 lumberjacks. We watch them every morning on TV here, and they fight on logs. That's really how democracy works in Canada. It's fighting over logs in lumberjack uniforms. Spinning it back and forth until one contestant plunges into the icy river. Splash. Needless to say, log rolling requires great balance and agility. Log rolling began in the Canadian lumber camps around 1840. The novice lumberjack always gets the same piece of advice. Never take your eyes off your opponent's feet. Oh, here we go. Oh god, who am I, Luigi? I'm the guy who fell in the water. Oh, there's sharks! Oh, traditional Canadian sharks are coming to eat me. Okay, I just gotta figure out what button moves my feet. Press your button. Whoa! Oh, you kind of have to, like, keep it... Okay. Hold on, I don't even know what button moves my feet yet. No, that didn't do shit. Is it up and down? No. He just turns the thing and I just fall in the water. I have no idea what I'm doing here. None of the buttons do anything. See, this is what I mean about cryptic controls, is like, I'm tapping all the buttons, literally nothing is happening. Okay, I'm gonna try and like press nothing. Okay, as soon as I tap a button, he falls in the water. I truly have no idea what's going on here. It's like I'm just shark food every time. I'm just gonna tap A like a madman. Like, what is even happening? Go, 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 go! Okay, the game is glitched. I'm gonna stop pressing buttons. Let's see what happens. Okay, the button I was pressing had no impact on things. Alright, oh Canada and all that stuff. Oh god, can I quit this? So far, this is the worst one. And you know what, though? Actually, it's up there with barbell, because I have no idea how either of those work. But as I say, we're not reading a damn manual. It's 2024, people. Bull riding is the most dangerous event in the rodeo, a sport born over 100 years ago in the American West when cowboys challenged each other to contest riding and roping for entertainment. Hey-oh. The rider sits bareback on a wild bull weighing 2,000 pounds or more and holds on to a rope to avoid being thrown. When the rider falls in real competition, rodeo clowns draw the bull's attention so the cowboy can escape. They should call them bull boys because they're riding bulls. My bull is Fernando. Or Ferdinand. I can't read. I had no idea how to stay on the bull. We'll give it a few tries. I remember playing games like this as a kid and just like, you just had no idea what you were supposed to do. I'm just wiggling the D-pad. It lasted 4 seconds. Try up and down on the D-pad, maybe? 3 seconds. Wiggling the D-pad gave me slightly better results. You know what would be an interesting challenge is to give... I think it's just wiggling the D-pad. I got 5 seconds. Is to give this game to an AI and let it just figure out how to play the game through, like, you know, neural net learning, like randomly pressing buttons and then... Oh, we can select the bull. Gonna wiggle that D-pad. Okay. I mean, the thing is, like... because... Like, even if I knew what I was supposed to do here, I feel like there's just not a lot of, like, feedback connected between my controls and what's happening. And so, it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel very satisfying to do these events. Caber toss. Like, this feels like a relic of an earlier time. I think sports games on the NES definitely got way better after this. I'm definitely gonna look up what the book says about this one, because, you know, I'm just ragging on it today, you know, like... I mean, I'm looking at it like 35 years. Wait, how many years? 40 years later. 40 years ago, this game came out. Oh, God. I feel old now. So this is an almost 40-year-old game. Okay. And looking at it through modern design sensibilities, it's completely awful. Back then, it was sort of like the best they could do. So I am really curious, like, to read the book's entry on this to see, like, you know, I mean, like, I could see some things, like the graphics are pretty good for its time. It does a variety of events. They are sort of like rooted in like history, you get a bit of background. So it's like, I could see, like, if you got good at the events, it'd be kind of interesting. But it's hard to play something like this these days and be like, oh man, I'm on the edge of my seat. It's so awesome. You know what I mean? But anyway, the weather-splashed hills of Scotland are the birthplace of the ancient caber toss. In this famous event from Scottish Highland Games, athletes lift and throw a tree trunk the size of a small telephone pole. Cabers vary in size, but once tossed successfully, they can never be shortened. The Braemar caber, one of Scotland's greatest challenges, 19 feet long and weighs more than 120 pounds. Jesus. Oh, I even got a kilt. Okay. Oh! Oh, sir! Looks like a big hot dog hammered him into the ground. Okay, I think this one I could do. It's about walking. Oh, I stubbed his toe. Practice again, yes. I hate these games where you have to hit left and right on the D-pad. Oh my god, it's brutal. I'm just alternating left and right, and you guys are seeing what's happening. Like, I truly apologize to anyone who tuned into this video because they like this game, but this game is bloody awful. Hi-yo! I guess I take it back. It's not bloody awful if you do enjoy it, you know, if you grew up with this. But what it is the controls are not necessarily intuitive. Like I'd say they're challenging if you know them, and if you don't know them, they can be downright cryptic. And I just feel like, you know, not every game from this era was like this. Like, Mario came out a year after this, and it was so intuitive. It's like one of the most intuitive games ever. I guess we're done with this one. Let's try, what else we got? One more, sumo wrestling. Okay, this one we gotta be able to figure it out. It's just two fat guys trying to push each other out of a ring. Sumo is an ancient Japanese sport with many traditions. Two huge wrestlers grapple in a clay-surfaced ring, trying to topple each other to the ground, push each other out of the ring. In one part of the elaborate pre-match ceremonies, contestants throw salt to purify the ring. Japanese boys must weigh 160 pounds at the age of 13 to enter Jesus. In today's, I think I've been like, oh my God, or Jesus several times. Sumo pound wrestlers often weigh 400 pounds, man. That's crazy. So here's a question for you. Did you guys ever have a game like this that had like multiple events? Oh, this one's easy. You know why? Because you just actually have to tap the buttons. Oh, but he knocked me out. He used strategy. All right, maybe it's less easy than it looks. But did you guys ever have like sort of a game like this that had multiple game modes, and like there was just like one or two game modes that you and your friends sort of enjoyed, and that's the one that you played all the time? Oh, I think I might have won there. This one is finally my speed, because all you have to do is tap the A button. I will say it's not a very complicated game. Oh my God. Loser 69, winner 56. What is that? What are these points? It's crazy. It's so arbitrary. I feel like I had track and field 2. And I kind of like the skeet shooting on that one. Oh God, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, so here's the problem with this. I'm tapping the A button, but as soon as the match ends, if you hit A, you pass the score screen. I don't even know who's winning these matches. But anyway. All right, after this, it looks like just two fat guys hugging each other. and then one guy walks out of the way and falls over, and it's the end. Okay, hold on. I've got my book here. Let me just quickly look up World Games. I was gonna set it to practice one more time, but what is this travelogue? Oh, maybe that's the little like briefings before each game, like if you don't want to read them for some reason, like if they're just annoying you. Here, you guys can look at the weightlifting screen while I look this up. Alright, World Games. Okay, and by the way, this game came out on many systems, not just the NES. I think I remember it on the Commodore 64 and stuff, like my cousins might have had it. But the third original title in the immensely successful game series, which includes Summer and Winter in California. Just like the titles that preceded it, World Games is a selection of mini-games, playable in their entirety sequentially, as part of a bespoke selection, or individually. But whereas its forebears often offer fairly predictable selections of events, World Games collects a surprisingly disparate group of disciplines, each which represents a different country. The events are, okay, just list the events. The game really shines when played with friends. I could actually see that. You know what, even a game with cryptic controls like this, playing it with friends could be kind of fun, especially if you had like a drinking game or something. Let's see, the imagination, with which the sports were chosen is equally applied to presentation. The graphics are brimming with charm. Yeah. That's about it. It says, World Games has lost little of its appeal in the year since 1986 and can give modern party titles a run for their money. I take issue with that statement. Are you kidding me? I will tell you this. If you are playing World Games today, if you put it in a fresh Nintendo, you hand it to some young adults, don't even have to be teenagers, 30-something-year-olds, you say, here you go, try this game. Put away that Switch and the party games for a second, try this one. I venture to bet nobody's gonna have a great time. It's a 40-year-old game, and it shows, right? You know, it was one of the games that were, you know, from the gaming history that got us where we are today. So, you know, this kind of game, this sort of like mini game with different events and stuff, I do think it's kind of cool. I've already sort of voiced my issues with sort of the cryptic controls, the controls not necessarily giving you the feedback on the screen. And I don't know what the solution is for that. Like, maybe I'm off my rocker, right? Like, you guys can disagree with that assessment of mine if you want. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is just why I've never gotten into the game series, like summer games, winter games, California games. I always just sort of like didn't get it, you know, like I'd press the buttons and nothing would really happen, then I'd lose the event. So if you grew up with it, maybe have a different opinion of it, and that's totally cool. Share your thoughts and feelings down below. But anyway, we're kicking off the new year with this, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I enjoyed the break from all the mechs, playing a random Nintendo game. It did remind me of like renting a game on weekends with my brother and just having to figure it out, so that part of it was pretty fun. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, guys, it's good to be back. Hope you did enjoy yourself, and come back soon for another video in the 1001 game series. Until next time, my friends, you take care of yourselves, and peace.